Hi, guys. My name is Tori, and this is the Horror Babe podcast. This is the first episode, yay. And I really just want this episode to be like just our beginning. We are just going to talk about everything that I want to do with this podcast. Um, and I'm just going to start off by saying I'm a horror movie snob. I'm obsessed with horror movies. I fall asleep to them. I watch them when I'm in a bad mood, in a good mood. Listen, I love horror movies. So I figured October was the perfect time to start, doing this. But really, one of the reasons why I wanted to do this podcast was because several years ago, I randomly decided that I wanted to curate a list of every horror movie ever made. And it was just a little hobby. I'm like, I think that'd be really cool. Just have a very detailed list. And then, I went on the back burner for several years. I lost that list. And I found it like in the beginning of the year. And so now my goal is to curate this list of every horror movie ever made and attempt to watch every horror movie ever made. Now, do I really think that's possible? Of course not. I'm talking about trying to watch movies from the late 1800s. I am trying to watch foreign films that probably have not been translated, no subtitles. So, yeah, this will probably be next to impossible, but I'm going to have fun doing it anyway. But yeah, that's my goal. I actually am still curating the list. I just got to the year 2000. Um, and the list, I'm putting it in a spreadsheet. Um, I really want it to be detailed by year. I wanted to list the directors, the film genre, and then I can actually go through my list and check off if I watched it, if it's a lost film, if I DNF'd it. I'm gonna try my hardest to not DNF any movies though. It's pretty rare that I actually DNF a horror movie. I usually try to stick it out through the end. But we're gonna see how it goes. But let me put this out here now. I am not uh, an expert in film. This is solely just me wanting to talk about something that I love, that I'm obsessed with. Um, if I had to say, like, I don't know if I really have like a favorite genre of horror movies. I honestly think it depends on my mood, but I really do love paranormal horror, supernatural horror. I love being scared. I love that thrill of being terrified. Like, I want it to give me nightmares. I want it to make me want to sleep with the light on. Will I regret it afterwards? Maybe, maybe not. But that is what I enjoy. And there's really not a lot of movies, in my opinion, that I've watched that can really do that to me. Um, if I had to toss out a few within like the last decade or so, Insidious. Insidious is one of those movies that caught me off guard with how good it was and how original it was. And it was scary. Like, I don't think that that's a movie that I can fall asleep to. I tried to fall asleep to that movie before. That did not work. I sat up and I said absolutely not. Sinister is another one. And geez, okay, look. Sinister caught me off guard because I had a nightmare before I even saw the movie. So I had a nightmare just based on the trailer. I love Sinister, and that is also a movie that I cannot fall asleep to. Um, Anything else, I think I can pretty much fall asleep to, but like my regular horror that I throw on in the background just because that I can play on a loop, Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2, the original Friday the 13th, original Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, the original trilogy. Um, hmm. Ooh, House on Haunted Hill. Like those are just like a good handful of my favorites. But if I want to go into some that I don't really hear a lot of people talk about, Dead Silence. Dead Silence to me is just, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. And I don't think people talk about it enough. Cabin in the Woods, perfection. That movie is perfection. Ghost Ship. I do not hear enough people talk about Ghost Ship. The opening scene of that movie, Amazeballs, perfection. Um, I don't know. There's so many, but I'm really excited to get into all of these movies. There's actually some classics that I have not seen. I'm ashamed I have not seen. But we'll get there. And then we'll come back here and we'll discuss it and I'll give my opinion or my review on it. But I'm ready to jump into this. Are you? You gonna go with me and watch these? Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it.